Continuing where Session 2 left off. The party continues exploring the lower levels of the basement. The party enters a large open room with 5 separate bedrooms. Seeing now that the casters in the party are essentially out of magic, Grease suggests the party use this opportunity to use the bedrooms to take a long rest. Creepy chanting can be heard deeper within the basement. The party hears this as well and votes to take the risk for a long rest nonetheless. I mean, who wouldn't want to hear evil chanting to help them fall asleep? The party decides watch order and everything goes well until the last watch of the rest, which Grease has to stand. During his watch, a ghoul comes out of the darkness. Grease rolls a perception check. He did not roll well. The ghoul proceeds to launch a surprise attack against the deep gnome. Grease is about to be knocked out in just one hit. This could very well have been the end, but Grease is able to use inspiration to reroll and the attack just barely misses. This has freaked Grease out and he proceeds to scream out for the rest of the party to wake up. And just for good measure to ensure this, he casts Thunderclap. The party wakes up and a big fight ensues as even more ghouls come out of the woodwork. The squad is able to take care of the ghouls. With low HP on many of the members, the party settles with taking a short rest and has no additional issues. Proceeding to continue to explore the basement, the party discovers hidden deep chambers going further down into the depths. Cog and Grease proceed onward to scout ahead while Zeton decides this is a good time to drink wine, and rest of party fiddles around with their dicks. Going deeper in, Cog and Grease hear the chanting getting much louder. Cog holds back a bit for good measure while Grease attempts to stealth ahead. He finds a chamber room with 8 items on top of pedestals within 8 enclaves in the room. The items are bizarre things, like a mummy hand on string, a strange eye-like orb, and dagger with rat skull. The rest of the party joins up and explore the chamber as well. Fortunately no one is stupid enough to try and take an item. In one of the room's enclaves, the party finds a metal grate leading into shallow water and into a room with an altar in a giant open space. The party opens the grate by lifting it up. Zeton and Cog decide to enter the altar room. Grate closes down behind them. A bunch of hooded specters appear around the two and start chanting about the land and Ancient One. Always a good sign. The specters summon a giant plant creature comprised of vines called Lorgoth the Decayer. Sounds like a nice guy. The specters start chanting, "One must die, one must die." Cog and Zeton proceed to attempt to hightail it out of there by getting the great entrance back up. During this time, Edric, destroyer of brooms, attempts to fire Eldritch Blast at the pursuing creature. In summary, pew 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 miss, pew 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 miss, pew 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 hit, but even then, Lorgoth be like, "Oh that tickled." The party manages to open the grate and an escape ensues. Cog, being the reasonable one in the group, hightails it to the stairs. Grease and Thotham eventually follow suit after realizing that taking one of the enclave room items on the way out would not be wise. Zeton and Edric hang back just long enough for Lorgath to slip his plant ass through the grate and be nearly on top of them. At this point Zeton and Edric are within attack of opportunity range and make the gamble to dash out of there. Through what seems like sheer luck, the two manage to dodge Lorgoth's attack and run up the stairs. Lorgoth pursues and at this point, shit hits the fan. The entire house turns into a death trap funhouse. Let me explain. All the windows in the house become bricked up, the walls have rat swarms randomly spewing out, and worst of all, every door in the house has rotating scythe blades. All the while, the party has no choice but to continue running, due to Lorgoth's pursuit. The party goes back up the way they came, up the winding staircase to the attic. Grease manages to pull ahead, dodges swarm of rats and a couple blade doors, making it to the 3rd floor. The rest of the party proceeds to do the same more or less. Cog is the only one with good sense at this point, finds a door leading to a balcony, in order to toss a rope and climb down. He avoids the blades in the doorway by putting his warhammer in the blades. In summary, Cog uses his warhammer to jam the cogs in the death scythe machine motions. Ha ha, I get it. He is able to get out to the balcony safely, but his warhammer is gone forever, stuck in the cogs of the death machine. Moving on, Grease is almost able to make it safely to the third-floor stairwell, but is hit by the last set of door blades. He is knocked unconscious right next the stairs. Zeton and Thotham jump through, and Zeton is hit. Thotham uses lay on hands to help him out. Another minute goes by. Now, let me break out the current situation. Zeton is alive and on his way down the main stairwell. Grease is unconscious at the top of the staircase and has failed a death-saving throw. Thotham is at the top of the staircase as well, acting like a scared little bitch. Thotham is about to head downstairs as well but can't just leave the tiny gnome to die. Many options are currently available for Thotham to take. How about use lay on hands on Grease, allowing the gnome to get back into action? Nope. How about picking up the tiny gnome and slinging him across your back, since Grease is a small creature and Thotham's movement wouldn't even be hindered by doing this? Nope. How about killing the nearby low HP swarm of rats so Grease can attempt the rest of his death-saving throws? No. Okay then, how about gently tossing Grease to Zeton one floor below on the staircase? Nope. I mean, there's always the terrible idea to toss the body of your comrade 3 flights down to the first floor, but nobody is stupid enough to do that, right? Yes, that seems like a good idea to the big Goliath. Thotham tosses the unconscious body of Grease down to the first floor, resulting in Grease taking another automatic failed death save. Okay, bad decisions have occurred. You know what might be an even worse decision, jumping down 3 flights of floors down to where a comrade's body is. Thotham does exactly this, but, due to his incredibly low IQ, plus acting like a little bitch, plus somehow rolling a 1 for the 3rd time in a row, Thotham proceeds to land directly on the body of Grease, killing him instantly. And here we are, the death house has gotten its death and returns to normal. Thotham, be glad Grease is dead, he would probably rip your throat out with his teeth in your sleep for that type of tomfoolery. At this point, Strahd makes his first appearance to the exhausted party in all his elegance and nobility. He proceeds to remove 2 ghosts out of Edric and Thotham that are revealed to have been possessing them since they opened the chest in the basement. The ghosts are that of the children Rose and Thorn who died in the house early on. The party exits the house and the house goes on to collapse on itself. The party buries Grease and session ends here.